I was impressed. That was a fun ride. I'd do that again.
This is part of the promotional campaign for Ford's 2013 Explorer Interceptor. Get a good look at it because you will soon see them on the streets of Austin.
That's because the Austin Police Department is going to be getting rid of their older models for these brand new ones.
KXAN's Angie Bevan got a first-hand look to show you how this will help officers and what it all means for you.
Introducing the new Austin Police Department Utility Interceptor.
I think overall this is probably going to be the best vehicle that any police agency can use.
The department will roll out the first wave of Ford Explorers, 6 of them Friday, and plans to add 66 by October.
Yes, it's much more practical as far as we have a lot of evidence and equipment to haul around.
In addition to extra space, Officer Marcus Davis with APD's technology unit says a big factor in choosing the new type of cruiser was safety. Let's start with a look inside.
You can actually see outside the windshield, whereas before in the Crown Victoria, the top of the monitor would be touching the bottom of the camera, so it would create a blind spot for the officer. And
officers can activate their cruiser's cameras at any time, but the new vehicles offer more automation.
You activate the lights or sirens, it'll activate a recording as well. If you hit 90 miles per hour, based on GPS, it'll automatically trigger a recording, or whenever the officer opens the driver's side door, it'll automatically start a recording as well.
On the outside, the same black and white markings, but some new lights for additional safety.
These are strobe lights, high intensity.
He says those make the vehicle easier to spot, for instance, when getting through an intersection in an emergency.
And that was Angie Bevan reporting. The Ford Explorers cost a little more than $31,000 per vehicle. That's about $2,200 more than the sedans. It's not yet a final farewell to those Crown Vics, however. The APD fleet consists of 350 marked cars. They retired those cars based on mileage or age, so it will be a little while before the Utility Interceptors take the place of all of those cars. So, for that extra taxpayer money, how does the new Explorer Interceptor compare to the Crown Victoria APD currently drives? Take a look at these specs we have for you. The SUV has more horsepower in a smaller sized engine. It also has a 6-speed transmission to the Crown Vic's 4, meaning it can operate better. There's also an all-wheel drive on the Explorer, where there's only a rear-wheel drive in the Crown Vic. And that means the SUV should do better on rougher terrain. While the front legroom a little smaller, there's more headroom in the SUV. And the SUV is a bit safer with extra side curtain airbags not available in the Crown Vic.